Now to the latest in the case against music mogul Diddy Combs. Another woman has now come forward alleging Combs of sexual assault. In a new federal lawsuit, a woman says that this happened back in 2003 and includes very disturbing details here that she's now sharing. Joining us now, legal affairs journalist Meghann Cuniff. Meghann, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Let's start with this new lawsuit that was filed. I believe the 6th lawsuit alleging abuse by Combs. What are the details of this one?
That's right. This is a model who says that she met Combs in 2003 at Men's Fashion Week in New York City and was attacked by him eventually. And this is actually coming on the heels of a lot of similar allegations. And then just last night, there was a 7th lawsuit filed against him in New York State Court by a woman who alleges she was in somewhat of a relationship with him for a number of years that was abusive. This started when she was a film institute student in New York City. So really a lot of allegations mounting against him right now.
Yeah, and of course this comes after that CNN video. It's just so difficult to watch. It also comes on the heels of Cassie now speaking out after that for the first time today. You know, how do you think that video played into women stepping forward and saying, this is my situation, this is what happened to me?
I think it had to have been a motivation, but then also everything that's going on with Diddy and the federal investigation, I think, is an important thing to keep in mind. And it could explain why we're seeing the video of Cassie now, when the video of Cassie was mentioned in this lawsuit that was filed back in November. And a lot of people are wondering what's going on behind the scenes with the federal investigation and what Cassie's role could be in the federal investigation, given all her years with Diddy and her proximity. And I think her statement that she released addresses what could be going on behind the scenes with them, with her team trying to get out in front of this by when she says the abuse she suffered turned her into a person that she didn't recognize or that she didn't know who she was at that time. It just seems like there's a lot going on with the federal investigation and that some people are trying to get ahead of some things here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We still have this federal probe going on, and so much is moving, so many moving parts with that. How much do we think a video like this? I know you just mentioned, we don't know. It was happened a long time ago, but a video like this plus a public apology by Diddy on social media will play, maybe even just in the legal cases, but also just in like public opinion.
I think what he's really focused on right now is the public opinion, because the idea that any kind of apology or any kind of public statement is being factored into the federal investigation at all, I don't think so. But this seems to be a really long game, public relations game, that he's hoping that he can recover from this and not be charged with a crime and be able to come out of these lawsuits and still have stardom and a status as a public figure.
And any other notes on that probe as far as what's happening with it, where it's at right now in the legal system?
There really has been so little information about that. And what's interesting to me is Diddy's team's only real response to this has been to complain about the militant use of force that we're seeing here on screen. There hasn't been really any explanation about why federal authorities had probable cause to go into his house, what they seized, what they're looking at now, if there's been subpoenas issued for bank records, for phone records. It seems like there's a lot going on here that he could be addressing or his team could be addressing that we're just not hearing anything about.
All right, legal affairs journalist Meghann Cuniff, thank you so much for your insight, and I'm sure there's going to be so much more to talk about as all of this unfolds, especially with that latest lawsuit you just mentioned filed last night. Thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.